I'm Charles Johnston, Property Director at Sport England. We are the funder and organiser of Quest and a great supporter of the process. It's really helping to deliver needed improvement right across the sector, driving efficiencies, and those efficiencies safeguard investment within sport and physical activity for the future and allow us to use sport and physical activity to drive other agendas such as the health and obesity and social inclusion, which is very important to our survival and to make sure that we can continue to grow and keep investment coming within the sport and leisure sector within the future.
The sector at the moment is probably facing some of the most fundamental challenges it's ever faced in terms of the austerity programme. At the same time, it's facing some of the biggest opportunities it's ever had around the whole health and reform of the health sector. Our job is to make sure Quest enables the sector to be fit for purpose in that changing world. So what are the benefits of Quest? The process enables you to have a really clear look at yourself against a benchmark that is defined as good practice. It enables you to be clear and understand what you're good at so you can continue to do the things you're good at better, but it enables you to be clear and precise about what things you need to improve and how you need to improve them. So at the end of the day, what you get is a better service for the people that you want to deliver for.
Quest is a different process for different types of facilities. You can have an entry, which is a one-day assessment for a small centre or a centre who's not been through Quest before. And it's a very, very fundamental assessment with the core processes all assessed. And when we do assess, we assess very, very carefully, talking to frontline staff and customers, ensuring that they are delivering a clean, safe and friendly service. Plus is a two-day assessment where the entry one day is exactly the same as a one-day process, but also then means that a centre can have a second day of being assessed on things that they choose, be it fitness, be it junior participation, sports development, health and well-being, various things like that. The other thing that happens with facility management assessments is every single centre gets mystery visits, and those can happen at any time of the day, any time, weekends, evenings, and our mystery visitors always do activities so they really see the nitty-gritty of a centre.
The scheme provides an incredibly good framework in which to manage your service, whether it be sports development or facility management, but more importantly I think it provides a great training aid for staff at all levels. I'd recommend Quest to the non-believer or the non-subscriber simply on the basis that it is the best quality improvement tool on the market.
Quest is a tool which we have found to be really, really helpful in anchoring where we are now, where we want to get to, and provide us with a journey of how we move from one to the other.
Operationally, we find being engaged in Quest allows us to benchmark successfully with best practice in the industry.
The last level of Quest is something called Stretch, and this is for centres that have achieved excellent in Quest Plus, and it's a two-day assessment, one of which is unannounced, exactly the same as a normal Quest assessment, but people don't know when they're going to be assessed. And the second day of that process is a validation day, which is an intensive day with peer reviews and consultation, and a very different level from Quest Plus, but it enables a centre to potentially achieve outstanding.
I think it's a great way of assessing how you're performing. The ability to benchmark is strong, the ability to test yourself and to test your processes. The quality of the assessors is very high calibre, which I think is also useful. And I think the outcomes are, it's a framework and a direction of travel for how you can improve your facilities.
I would absolutely recommend Quest at this time in the sector's development. I think we've got a huge amount of challenges. We need to focus on best practice, we need to work together in partnership, and I think Quest is a fantastic improvement model and a real way of taking our sector forward.
The scheme provides an incredibly good framework in which to manage your service, whether it be sports development or facility management, but more importantly I think it provides a great training aid for staff at all levels.
Over the years when I've been involved in Quest, we've started off with just a few sites going through the process, but certainly in recent years we've seen a huge improvement in not only in Quest scores but certainly in the outcomes for our sites, and we can definitely see a direct correlation between definitely customer advocacy, and that's our customers that come into our facilities. But not only that, there's great customer advocacy from our clients and our trust partners and our trustees.
The important thing about Quest is that unequivocally, standards in leisure centres and leisure centre delivery and service delivery has increased exponentially over the last 10 years of Quest. If I were a commissioning organisation or local authority and I was outsourcing my services, my leisure services or my leisure provision, I would certainly insist that Quest is part of one of the contractual arrangements. Not just because of the badge and what it looks like, it's not just about quality assurance, it's about the continuous improvement and the impact that has on participation and the local community.
What is fantastic about Quest is the commitment that the Quest assessors and mystery visitors have to the process. Quest's been running for 20 years now, so there's a very, very good testament to show that it stood the test of time despite all sorts of cuts to facilities and changes in organisations running centres. It's still the best improvement tool that a leisure centre could possibly go for, giving so many areas for improvement and ideas for a centre to drive their business forward, to improve their income and reduce their expenditure. What more could you want from a 2-day process?